New tonight, a new discovery by researchers of more than 24 graves for enslaved people, all found at the estate of a former president. The nation's 7th president, Andrew Jackson, lived on a 1,000-acre property in Middle Tennessee, also known as the Hermitage.
Tracy Cornett with our sister station in Nashville spoke to the team who found the graves about the next steps in this historic find.
Archaeologists and historians found the graves of an estimated 28 enslaved people in a field at the Hermitage.
It was actually quite easy for them to identify and recognize the patterns they would expect from other historic burial sites.
Jason Zajac says the team used radar technology and found the final resting place of the enslaved people who once lived on Andrew Jackson's historic home and presidential site.
It was always believed that there was likely a cemetery for enslaved people somewhere on the property of the Hermitage.
There's been a few attempts to find the site over the last 20 years, but that luck turned around when a 1935 farm report indicated a spot on the property that should not be planted on because of graves.
Then there was a lot of work to do to confirm it.
So they zeroed in on that area and started digging to remove all of the underbrush and scrub.
And that had to be done in a way really by hand so that it would not disturb the soil.
And found the cemetery that's less than an acre on the property.
There was one visible, the top tip of a headstone.
For Tony Guzzi, there's more than just a sense of excitement about the discovery.
Also a profound sense of responsibility to tell this story of the enslaved people here at the Hermitage.
And the Hermitage says there's no plans to disturb any of the graves.
We really feel it's important that we invite other voices across the community to help us consider what to do.
That includes descendants of the people who were enslaved at the Hermitage.
President Jackson and his family oversaw close to 300 enslaved people on that property, including men, women, and children.
And when he died in 1845, there were still 150 slaves at that home. They remained enslaved until the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863.
Let's move